The national chairman of the Social Democratic Front and his comrades are calling for an immediate end to violence in the two Anglophone regions. This information is contained in a release signed by the national chairman, of course, John Frundi, and the release was issued at the end of the National Executive Committee meeting that took place in Bamenda over the weekend. It is coming at a time when the situation has continued worsening on the ground in the two Anglophone regions, with more confrontations recorded between armed civilians on one hand and security and defense forces on the other hand, particularly in the southwest region of the country. We have details of the resolutions of the SDF National Executive Committee meeting in the following report. As the Anglophone crisis deepens into a terror and bloody twist, the main opposition political party in Cameroon, the Social Democratic Front, SDF, calls for an immediate end to the spiral of violence in the northwest and southwest regions. A release signed by the SDF national chairman, John Frundi, states that the population is paying an unbearable price with their lives and properties, while the socio-economic stability of the two Anglophone regions is destroyed. The release issued at the end of the last National Executive Committee meeting of the SDF in Bamenda reminds President Paul Biya's regime that no government has ever won a war against its own people, the war referring to the implementation of military force against civilians. In the same vein, the SDF, in one of the resolutions of the last National Executive Committee meeting, decries what it calls collective punishment inflicted on the population of the northwest and southwest regions.
Exactly. Now.
John Frundi's party blames the escalation of the socio-political crisis on the Yaoundé administration, saying that it is the handiwork of the Biya regime. The ruling Cameroon People's Democratic Movement, CPDM political party, is accused of allegedly taking advantage of the crisis to manipulate some Anglophone youths to destroy the SDF in the northwest and southwest regions. Another issue that attracted strong condemnation from the SDF is the systematic extortion of money from those arrested and detained. In the midst of all these, the SDF continues urging the Cameroon government to accept dialogue as the only way out of the crisis. Concerning the senatorial election, the Social Democratic Front condemns the withholding of electoral funding by government, the use of state funds and properties like vehicles by some CPDM high-ranking officials for their campaigns.